Does competition impact on making social relationships?
Within the law school at Otago, I think it does quite a lot. The first year involves 600 or so students trying to get 200 or so spots. So in that way, it's the top third of the class, which really solidifies whatever pre-existing relationships you have going into it, say friends who are studying law as well.
I think in my department, it definitely has at the postgrad level. I did fourth year about a year and a half ago, and people are sort of a little bit more reluctant to share notes or sort of work collaboratively.
Exam argument, maybe from being like simply a B mark to an A mark, and sharing those little bits of gems with your friends. You are bringing up the average of the whole class and sort of in a Darwinian way diminishing your own chances. But there's also the other side of the coin, and that you're kind of all in the same boat and you're here together. But in first year law, that's not the case so much as the rest of your law degree.
Definitely, like, it puts me away from friends, and it's like in a classroom environment. It's bad. Yeah, no, it impacts it.
And sort of, particularly when marks came out, sort of a few comparisons and people sort of tried to find out how other people had gone, and it was obvious that people were sort of trying to judge their own performance relative to other people more than I'd experienced many years ago when I was an undergrad. So.
Is competition important, necessary?
Definitely, I think one way competition helps in first year law is by cutting out the chaff, removing students who don't want to meet the bar or just.
That's an interesting question. Science is meant to be a collaborative discipline. We talk about being standing on the backs of giants in terms of research, and the nature of research is that we'll go into postgrad, I think, thinking that we're going to find the cure for cancer, or we're going to find out why people get depressed, and you very quickly learn that the kinds of questions that you can answer are relatively small, and that those people who make major breakthroughs, that's often the product of a lifetime of collaboration. I think science is reliant on collaboration, but competing for grants and competing for places on courses interferes with that, and it's sort of almost counterintuitive.
By having a bar that's variable and that will move depending on how good everyone is, it really pushes a high standard. So especially with a degree like law, having a high standard going into it keeps a good graduate level coming out of university for the university.
Depends who you ask, but if you ask me, it's probably unnecessary, but it's important. Like, I can't avoid it. It's just my nature. I like competition. I thrive.
Not being set up in opposition to people, but it's one of those things where the funding model doesn't necessarily match the desired outcome, and it's just one of those harsh realities. And I think it weakens science, that level of competition.
Does competition affect the university life experience for you?
Definitely. There are obvious niches and hierarchies within university life. A very obvious one is the med school, and the way the med students present themselves to the rest of the university and to even just the rest of the sciences. There's an obvious hierarchy between those who get into med and those who do not.
I think it does more so when you get further through the university. and you realise that your ranking or your grades sort of determine things like scholarships, and determine various aspects of getting into courses and so forth.
It enhances it, man. Like, it's great. Like, I thrive on competition. Health size need the competition. I don't know. Competition's good, you know.